What's up, everyone? It's another Dandadan, which means, well, another chapter of the Dum-Da-Dums. Now, honestly, not much progress happened in the story this week. But, you know, I think I can forgive Tatsu because, oh, I don't know. Zuma is back, and with a new look at that too, so let's dive into everything Dandadan chapter 181. Let's get this video to 500 likes and 10 subscribers in celebration of Zuma's return. You can also support me through Patreon or by using my Gamersupps partner code to get 10% off all orders, whether it's a waifu cup and tub combo deal or to pick up some boobalicious merch. Who knows? Every purchase helps fund the channel though. So, well, this chapter is really simple and there wasn't much plot progression, which was a tad bit disappointing only because I wanted to see more Seiko and what she is up to and how she plans to finish up with Momo's curse. But the big trade-off for that was the reintroduction of Zuma, who is debuting with a brand new look. Outside the school, Zuma and his buddies are quite literally waiting by the entrance, which they do end up intimidating many of the students. Like, imagine going to school and at the entrance is a bunch of Yakuza-looking type folk there, and they're intensely staring you down at that, looking for someone. Maybe this is just because, you know, I live in third world America, but I'd actually run away. No kidding, I'd run. Though, gotta admit, Sakata, he's pretty brave here, getting an eye on the suspicious group. Now, I don't know about you, but that's another point for Sakata the Twizzler. And when Vamola, Momo, and Okarun spot a crowd of students at the entrance, they're curious, so they go check it out. However, before then, we do get a neat little moment between the three, where Okarun is worried that Miss Seiko won't take the training with him seriously. And while Momo, just like always, reassures Okarun he will be just fine, Okarun is still suffering from having low self-esteem and confidence issues. He thinks the only reason Gigi was able to train with Seiko was because he is talented, and he is not. So of course he thinks that he doesn't deserve the same treatment. It goes to show that no matter how much confidence that Okarun has built up, that he still needs support from his friends to feel like he's actually contributing something, or just to believe in himself. I think precisely because Okarun has lost Turbo Granny's powers, it is looking more and more like he thinks of himself more as a liability or dead weight than anything else. So Momo, Okarun, and Head Empty go to talk to the group of would-be thugs as the school denizens, aka students, are begging Okarun to do something. And in the crowd of voices, people start to treat Okarun kinda like a badass, which is really interesting. Just like in the last chapter, people are now starting to take notice of how Okarun has changed. To me, I think this means they're setting up Hase seeing this or hearing about it constantly, which begins to, well, drive him insane. Seriously, if you missed last week's video, maybe check it out because I think I actually have a good theory that may come true. Oh, the horror! I also don't want to explain it again in detail, so definitely check out that other video, but just know Hase is about to go nanners, pretty much. Side note, I like that during the dress down, the thugs are checking out Vamola asking for her name and stuff like that. I mean, Vam, oh my god, dude. Once again, no thoughts, head empty. That's all she says in response, pretty much. Turns out that the thugs were actually looking for Okarun all along as they're introduced to the embodiment of guys, this is Japanese Liam Gallagher, right? Hell, that's probably even one of his parkas for Christ's sake too. And I gotta say, Zuma, I really like this new design he has. He has got the drip going on. I love his grown out hair too. He just looks so cool, except the part where he doesn't know where Momo's voice is coming from. So she decides to drop kick him like Turbo Granny did to Gigi that one time. But Momo tells him what's what, but Zuma has been looking for the Dum-Da-Dums because of a curse he's been dealing with. Now, for some reason, his eyesight keeps getting worse, and the kid, old man, dude guy, Daiki, the guy in the helmet and underwear, is aging incredibly fast now for some strange reason. Obviously, it's gotta be a curse from whatever that board game was, right? And we also learned that Zuma and Bega actually tried to reunite him with his parents, but they thought it was all just a joke. But Blink? You'll probably miss it. Zuma called Bega his dad in this chapter too, which is great to see because it means that there is actually some progress happening off panel to the point Zuma is calling Bega dad now. I mean, that's pretty neat. However, when Gigi saw Zuma talking with Okarun, he sees Momo and misreads the room and thinks he is an attacker or antagonizer. In reality, obviously that is not the case, but because of Gigi being overprotective of Momo, just really like everyone is right now in this group, he moves in to attack Zuma while Ira tries to kick his head off. Now, side note, no kidding, I nearly spit out my Gamersupps when Ira held down her skirt in this panel. This was genius. There's like so much to break down, especially if like you're a longtime anime fan like me. This joke was really good. I loved it. So just as you'd expect, this all turns into one big scuffle between the two parties, only for Momo to use her powers that we've not seen in a very long time to nullify. And this got me thinking, there is a reason Tatsu chose to have her do this. Now, I think, quite possibly, Momo may have her powers stolen in this arc instead of, say, like others' powers being taken, because it makes sense. If Count Saint Germain or whoever has such a strong ability as to nullify powers themselves, then of course he would want it, and really, if you think about it, that's probably the only power he'd need. And as we've seen throughout the many years, I mean, Momo is a very OP character in her own right, so what better way than to force, I was gonna say make, but mostly force the Dum-Da-Dums to work together, because Momo and Okarun, the two most OP'd characters in the series, just don't have their powers, and Count Saint Germain does. So at the end, Momo demands they all apologize to one another and get along, while I'm left wondering what in the hell is about to happen in this arc that they needed to reintroduce Zuma, Bega, Seiko, Payase, and Kashimoto, and on top of that, well, Koki as well. What in the hell is about to happen in this arc? There is so much chaos happening right now, and I just feel as if this chapter is the calm before the inevitable storm. I'm ready. How about you? I challenge you to 500 likes and 10 subscribers on this video. I also have a Chainsaw Man channel where you can see me react to the newest chapters every week, along with my main channel where we are reacting to Sakamoto Days for the first time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.